Good morning, dear friends. Happy Monday. Hope you had a lovely weekend. We had a lot of rain this weekend, but everything's looking steamy and beautifully green. And I hope it's looking like that wherever you are. If you're here with me live, say hi. This is our usual check-in, Monday check-in. How's the energy? What are we going to work on letting go of? We've been working through my letting go cards in sequence, and today we're going to be focusing on card number 35. But I also like to just check in and see what else is happening energetically to support us with this whole idea of letting go of the things that don't serve us. And this is a really good day to have a wee check-in to see. Good morning, Ruthann. Lovely to have you here. Today we are halfway through 2021. 2021 is the year. It's been going by very, very fast. I don't know if you've been feeling that too. 2021 was all about change. We talked about that right at the very beginning, that from a numerology point of view, 2021, so you go 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 equals 5, and 5 is all about change. So today, this week, is a great time to just go within yourself, into your heart energy, and think about the intentions you might have been working on, the direction, the choices, the things that you wanted to accomplish in this year. How are you doing? And of course, this is not a time to be shaming or getting upset with yourself because you didn't do those things that you intended, but it's a time to just kind of visit what choices and decisions and directions that you wanted to do, and is there a need for a wee bit of a course correct, or do you need to change the pace of what you're doing, or do you need to ask for help, or do you need fill in the blank? So this is a really great time to just be doing that. And the other thing that we have coming up on, I think it's on Thursday, which is Canada Day, but it's the last quarter of the moon too. So that's about really just taking action steps, but being very, very mindful of what is your rhythm, what's your pace, what's the right thing for you to do. And sometimes the right thing for us to do is to sit for a moment, to just breathe into who am I being in this situation or in this choice. Hope that makes sense. As always, when I say these things, if anything that I share in these sessions brings something up where you need some guidance or some help or some support, please put it in the comments below or message me directly, because my calling, my mission is to really help and support the development of the awareness that you have what you need within you. But sometimes we need a wee bit of support to find that, or to find the resolution, or find the gift or the wisdom within. So all that being said, like I said, we are working with card number 35. And this card is an interesting one, because this one is going to work on letting go of the idea that good fortune will land in your lap. Sometimes good fortune does land in your lap, but it's to not feel like all I have to do is sit and visualize, or it's like getting too lost in the energetics of something and not taking action. And like I say, sometimes the taking action is something simply to write something down. So I'm not saying that we need to be rushing at something or forcing something, right? Feel into that. Where is there any places where you maybe lack motivation, or you procrastinate, or you've kind of got yourself caught up by an idea that in order to feel this or be this, whatever this is for you, that you need a certain amount of money or abundance or those kind of things. Feel into that and see how that comes up for you. And let me read this out to you to see if this helps get more clarity on this idea that I'm helping us look at what we're going to look at letting go of this week. Good fortune arrives when you go out into the world and actively look for fulfillment. You cannot take a back seat in life and expect things to happen for you. Appreciate the life you live and be grateful for what you have. So this is what I'm saying, is that you have it. You have your abundance right now. And it's by having the recognition and the appreciation of it, it then often will expand for us, right? Value each minute of every day. Live like there's no tomorrow and make the best out of any situation. Luck is an illusion. While we cannot control everything that happens, by breaking the habit of attributing things to luck, we can embrace our ability to make positive change for the future. Isn't this brilliantly timed? Like I just said to you about the halfway point in 2021, this is a great time to just have a look and reassess. To start changing your outlook, try to raise your awareness of new possibilities and endeavor to act upon them. Try to avoid letting opportunities pass you by. You know, sometimes when we get intuitive taps, they only come up once. Our intuition whispers and is there guiding us, but it doesn't keep repeating itself. So make sure that when you get the inspiration to do something or to choose something or to say something, operate on that. Choose that. Expect good fortune to befall you, and remember to credit yourself when it does. Consider which actions led to your success and plan to repeat them. When things don't work out as you intended, keep positive and ask yourself, what will you do differently next time? Perhaps even consider whether the misfortune could be a blessing in disguise. As the Dalai Lama says, sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. So, like I say, have some fun with that. Have some lightness. There's a lightness about this idea. Good morning, Jennifer. Lovely to have you here. So this is what, I'm not sure if you caught that, Jennifer, that this is, we're going to work on letting go of the idea that good fortune will land in your lap. But at the same time, we're going to assess, where are we? Where are we in this year of change? Are we shining our light? Are we getting the answers and the wisdom that sometimes can feel like it's hidden from our own awareness? It's about really checking in. Where is your level of awareness of you? And just shuffling my tarot cards, because I like to pull one tarot card to help us get clearer on this idea of what we're letting go of this week and how we are aligning with our own intentions. And then I'll pull 3 of the angel cards too. Let's see what tarot card comes up with for us with this idea that we're letting go. Oh, this is good. So it's the King of Swords. So swords being mental activity, but being that it's a king, so I said that was the last quarter of the moon on Thursday, so that actually aligns really nicely. Sometimes think about a king energy. So of course it is masculine, so it's taking action, doing things, but from a kingly point of view, just because a king thinks, oh, something needs to be done over here, doesn't mean that he does it necessarily. So this is a great acknowledgement to what I just said about the review. Review your intentions, review your choices. Carol Chantel, nice. Happy to have you here too. So that, like I said, maybe you could use that as a journal prompt. How am I? Where am I at? Is this aligning with my core, my calling, with my core? And do I want to? You know, that reminds me of the 3 questions that sometimes is really good to ask yourself when you're checking in with intentions. The first one is this good for me? And you just check in. Is this good for me? Then the next one is this good for the other or the others? When we make choices or decisions or intentions, they impact people around us. So whether it's in a relationship or in a group. So that's the two questions. Is this good for me? Is this good for the other or the others? And the third one is, do I want to? In order to say yes to any kind of option that you're looking at, you need to say yes to all three of those. So try that on for size. See if you can use that as your little guidance on checking in with where you're at this halfway point of 2021. Hope that makes sense. And we've got some great cards come up from these Doreen Virtuo's angel cards. So the first one is celebration. So celebrate where you're at in this year of change. Acknowledge all the beautiful things that you've done, you've got, that you and recognize, and Caro Chantal, you like this. Look, this is the card is abundance. So celebrate your abundance, appreciate what you have around you and breathe it in and look at your pace, your rhythm, because your rhythm, and actually I love the fact that this is the final card is music, speaking about rhythm. Are you listening to the music at your core, the rhythm of your own heart energy? Are you getting the guidance that, I said to you that when we get intuitive guidance, it only comes once. But that means we need to find our own rhythm so that we can actually access that guidance, that piece that's there for us to help us navigate choices and decisions and things of that nature. I hope this all makes sense and that this serves you well. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. And like I said, if you need any support or ideas on this idea of letting go of the things that no longer serve you, let me know. I'm here for you. Much love. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being you.